Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody.
Howdy.
Uh, let's go build day. Hello,
Already in
hello.
chat. Look at this guy.
On both Twitch and YouTube. Heck yeah, thank you so much. Uh, so yeah,
Look at this bad boy.
we're gonna be building U.S. Army Combat Medics Griffin. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of discussion. I know you're really worried about, you know, like the performance and stuff like that. Like, I said it before in an email or whatever, but no, you really did a good job picking out the parts for this. I think there's a lot of like, I kind of scrolled through it really quick, but in the Discord talking about realistic expectations for like the life of a computer. But yeah, I mean, you know,
Just in case you guys are wondering, there's a ingestion hazard here. This product does contain a button cell or coin battery, so do not eat that, please.
yeah.
Just if you were curious.
Yeah, I think I was thinking about taking that off, and I was like, it's not worth it.
It looks like a little wafer, but I promise you it is not edible.
Ah, yes. Who needs Nilla wafers when you could have silver wafers or
Lithium.
Yeah, lithium wafers. Thought it was a free snack. MREs can't be any worse. Yep. Maybe a little garlic and onion on that lithium wafer might be okay. You know what?
Hell yeah.
Is this the new like don't eat thermal paste?
I thought this was America.
Yeah. What? Oh no. Yeah, like 7 years is a really long time, so it's hard to say that like will be good. But like,
Elise.
I mean, like if you think about it, you can have like a computer from like the year 2000 probably still run an amount of stuff. So, yeah, I kind of feel like if you are talking about like really long spans of time, like 7 years, that you've went with AMD, and it is kind of more than like kind of like a beginner or like entry level, but it's also not that difficult if you wanted to swap out the CPU like down the line, and then swapping out the graphics card. I know you said disabled veterans, so I don't want to like be like, oh, it's so easy, but of the things that you can do to your computer, swapping out the GPU is usually kind of one of the easier things to do.
Not as buried.
Yeah, and
Buried.
there's also like for a long time we've like discussed behind the scenes, sort of like upgrades, like if people wanted us to upgrade their computer, and that's something that we're really interested in, but we don't have any sort of official kind of system or anything for that. So I don't want to say just, oh, blah blah blah, there's this thing that you can take advantage of, because there isn't, at least not right now, but that is something that we're thinking about. So
drive unboxing.
Yeah. Not going to be worried about storage.
Oh, that gold. So much gold.
Oh, and before I forget, we did have a few like issues with like kind of shipping and stuff like that. So we were supposed to already have your the additional fan, and sorry, not the additional fan. You ordered the 7 fans, and we received 6. We're supposed to have the 7th one in today, but it looks like it was delayed. So either maybe it actually does come in today, and that's awesome, or maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, comes in tomorrow. But worst case scenario, might have to install that fan at a later time, ship out afterwards.
I wanted to go ahead and get you built, and the fan is such an easy thing to add.
Yeah.
It'll be built, and we can just throw it in there, kind of.
Thick Black Lava. Hello. Glad that you're able to catch a stream. Haven't been able to watch one in a while. Yeah, well,
Nice.
you know, people have been saying that, but I don't think it's been like, I think it's been like 2 weeks since we streamed, because I remember last week being like, okay, really need to do some game streams because I don't think we streamed at all the previous week.
Teased everybody.
And then I'm telling you, it's like, oh, okay, I'll do this for Wednesday, and then it's like as soon as I think like, okay, I'll do this on Wednesday, it's like this thing comes up, and it's like, okay, well, now I have a meeting, kind of.
Oh, I forgot I'm a grown up. Damn it.
I have a meeting in the middle of when I was wanting to do this game stream.
Do a Phoenix PC beach.
Yeah, Phoenix PC like fireworks stream.
Data? That M2 slot because data really isn't a huge issue.
No worries on the van. Question: overclocking software the motherboard comes with, is that safe, or will it shorten the life of your components? Yeah, I also saw you discussing that a little bit in the Discord. I mean, we'll put it like, overclocking of any kind is going to technically, it's going to put, like, it's kind of weird to say it this way, but it's gonna like put more wear on the components. Like, you're I mean, it's overclocking, right? You're literally running the components faster than I've intended to run out of the box.
Apparently, Asus and MSI and all them have been doing for a while.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's what I was about to say is like, you really, really don't need to worry about overclocking because at this point, like in the current industry, like the motherboards and the CPUs and like everyone is in a race for the top, and a lot of them are really pushing the like components to the limit as it is. So I mean, you've got a phenomenal CPU. You know, the motherboard is going to be trying to run it as fast as it can. I really wouldn't worry about overclocking at all.
Overclocking these days is not really worth the heat and power.
Yeah.
They're already pretty like jazzed up. Like
Yeah.
the boost clocks and everything do more than enough. That is overclocking.
And yeah, like I would say at this point, overclocking is only really reasonable if you're an expert and you know like exactly what you're doing.
I think today, underclocking or undervolting is probably bigger than.
Yeah.
Still get the same power, but you can undervolt.
Yeah. So, yeah, like using like motherboard software, stuff like that.
Wait, they're not getting these fans. Oh wait.
Probably don't even worry about it.
It's the premium fans.
Certainly not an expert, more Tim Taylor than Bob Villa. We'll break that crap in a heartbeat. Yeah. Which, you know, I don't even really have any like kind of. Well, I guess maybe that's not technically true. I was gonna say I don't have like any overclocking experience, but like I don't have any. I've never like went into the BIOS and like messed with voltages and stuff like that. Is what I mean to say. How are y'all feeling about the new rentable units tech in the new Aerolic chips? I'm at the point where I think I might just wait for those. I'm like a broken record. I have not heard about that. Let me bring that up real quick.
Is that the like subscription-based processor?
That sounds like hell.
If you want the extra cores, you have to buy them.
Yeah, do I have to like stupid edge?
Ditching hyper-threading for RTS style thread management.
Okay. Oh no. Okay, I did hear that Intel was getting rid of
They're definitely some of my favorite fans. Little halos. Technical difficulty.
units. This is something Intel patented a while back. The complex circuit that partitions threads. Ditching hyperthreading for RTS style thread manage. what it sounds like. Talking about MREs, they've gotten better, but when you first joined the Army in 1997, had the old brown MREs from Vietnam still. Moved to the tan ones by 2000, and they're better but not good. Had a few of the tan ones, wasn't unpleasant.
Like a glove?
Yeah, it's really interesting. You know, it's also interesting because
I stream on TikTok.
oh, something. Did we make good progress with that?
No, but never mind. I think I found out you still have to have like 10,000 followers or something.
The idea is that it'll check for idle threads and divvy up the instructions to create a more efficient chip, and hyperthreading supposed to be lower power consumption in the room. On the die for your guess is new AI cores. I mean, with like stuff how it is now, wouldn't be surprised if there was like a chip or something that you like put in your PC and it like it's like DRM protected, and like you just like remote get a processor.
They should do the encryption thing I was talking about, and I just want to see the reactions. People how to speed run a processor. If you want the extra performance, you need to pay $3.99 a month.
This machine has mammoth specs? Yeah, for sure. That's what I was saying earlier is U.S. Army Combat Medic is a little bit worried about the specs, but it's really, really good. They can consume less power and possibly stay cooler while at least keeping up with the current offering. That'd be great. Oh, absolutely, yeah. No, it's getting about that time. It's I'm interested to see, you know, what they're like, what happens.
MAPSU.
The only thing that's
shock treatment.
This article, and this may be just, you know, maybe I should okay, yes. Let me rephrase that. I definitely need to look into this more, because this is literally just the like attention grabber for this article. But it says great news for content creators, but not necessarily for gaming, unfortunately. I wonder if that means like it could potentially be a little bit worse for gaming, or is it literally just maybe it's not an improvement.
No increase,
gaming.
probably. Yeah.
Yes. Happy Monday, y'all. Yeah. Hello, Coggle. Oh yeah. So I think I posted those. Like I made some quesadillas out of some leftover cheese and chicken and
Leftover cheese?
tortillas. Yeah, like, well, okay. What I mean by that is like, I'll get like a block of cheese and I'll like shred it, and then I'll use like a quarter of it, and then I have like a bunch left, and usually it's not a problem because I'll use it, but I just still had a bunch of left, and it was like I basically I had a bunch of cheese but nothing to use it with, and I was like
a handful of cheese.
yeah, I just had cheese but nothing to use it with. And yeah, I posted the quesadillas to the Discord, but I did what I said I was gonna do, and I made the it was like kind of burrito things again. Oh man, they were a lot better this time. I was just a little bit too lazy last time, I guess. Games still are not utilizing multi-threading or multiple cores, so this should not affect gaming, but definitely not work.
Okay. Ryan, your favorite.
Oh. Are you kidding me?
You sons of bitches. Oh, the other one just fell off.
Fine.
This is what happens. No more styrofoam. It always happens. And the bad part is, it's like 90% of case manufacturers use this stuff.
I have to do like half an hour of just taping all that back together. Honestly.
Plus, styrofoam just gets everywhere.
Honestly, Pat, I'm just gonna set it over here.
Like yeah.
I'll tape this up later.
This piece fits. Yay.
Yay. You know, at least
it does its job. It's just, man.
Oh, if you look at it wrong, it breaks.
There's like a self-destruct button, like when it gets to you.
Okay. Easy bet to always win is bet someone $5 they can't eat a pack of MRE crackers in under a minute with no water. Those things are a bigger hazard than that lithium battery on the motherboard. Okay. Those quesadillas look great. Thank you. Yeah, it actually surprised me. My latest addiction is cooking chopped chicken on the Blackstone. Lots of cheese, a bit of sauce on a hoagie roll, grilled peppers and onion. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Humanity, what's up?
I can't do like ingredients that overpower everything else. So like green peppers. Just overpowers everything.
This Ray says tape, tactical application of plastic in emergency. Oh man, I kind of think about sometimes what customers think about me taping the crap out of the NZXT foams to get them back together.
Damn you.
Everyone has to have their go-to dish in case you're out of options. This is that. And always, and ways to make it healthier too, using chicken breast instead of thighs, using a low-fat, freshly grated cheese, use a carb-friendlier roll. It's actually not bad for you. Putting down green peppers helps with that. Had the exact same problem, but getting it near liquidy with grilled onions helps a ton. Yeah, the quesadillas were. I kind of like talked about it a little bit in the Discord, but yeah, like Food Lion talked about it way before, but like Food Lion has been doing these like you just like prepackaged, you just throw it in the oven things, meals, but it's just like raw unseasoned chicken. So I've been like seasoning it. That chicken was, and yeah, it was like really kind of strong. I kind of over seasoned it. I mean, maybe I over salted, but it was real strong. And then in the quesadilla, it was just like
the place when I lived in Texas, we used to go to all the time, which is called Dilla's. They just have like massive quesadillas.
Oh,
I miss that place. Dilla's and Whataburger, and we don't have a lot of stuff.
you should care about bad for you stats, but you don't. I don't care about that kind of stuff because I know that in general, my habits aren't like that bad.
Yeah. My refrigerator, like on the side of it, I have this like stomach problem, but it's literally like a list, green and red, and it's like 100 foods. Like, don't eat. I never follow it.
Can't stand diets. Or you're on Jack in the Box only diet, totally watching my health. Oh no.
What's the doctor gonna tell me not to eat cheese? Yeah, right.
Can't stand diets and love cooking. There's a balance to this. Love mac and cheese too much. Can't get rid of that. Yeah, I mean, like, everything in moderation, and making sure you have like a variety of like sources of nutrients and stuff like that. But yeah, so Rude Dog, I don't know if I don't think I put it in the Discord, but like a little while ago, a couple weeks ago, I made these like burrito things. Like I had bell pepper, some onion, and some jalapenos, and I like sauteed that, and then I like cooked it with like some chorizo, and I put that in a tortilla with some pepper jack cheese, and I think that was it. And I made like 7 of them or something like that. And so I would like, and then I threw them in the fridge, and I would just take them out and heat them up and then eat them. But they weren't as good as I thought that they were gonna be, because I think it's because I kind of cooked everything together, and it kind of like, sometimes I like to try and cook everything together, but sometimes it just kind of like unifies the taste of everything, and it kind of makes it feel bland. So this past week, I did that again, but I put a lot more effort into it. So I still did the bell pepper and onions, but bell pepper, onions, garlic, and serrano peppers this time. I still sauteed that, but then I bless you, I took it out, and then this time I made some pico, so onion, tomato, more serrano, lime zest, and lime juice, salt, of course. I forgot about cilantro, and I went to the store to get cilantro, and they didn't have any like actual cilantro. So I had to get like a bottle of like dried cilantro. I made my own pico, still did the bell peppers and onions, and I did the chorizo again because I bought enough for both of these times. But this time I did bacon. I also had some bacon that I hadn't in a while. So I made that, chopped it up, and combined it with the chorizo. So I basically did the same thing, but it just kind of didn't cook everything together. And so I did pepper jack cheese, meat, veggies, pico, a little more cheese, wrapped that up, then did the same thing, threw it in the fridge, and just took them out to like eat lunch, and had lunch for like the week. Oh, they were so much better. BBC Medic, hello. I do remember.
Do we remember you? What are we, goldfish?
I was talking for a while. I'm gonna go back and read chat though.
I have that stupid soap gene. Can't eat it like PDQ because they use cilantro. Oh well.
Steak and Shake is what you have in Florida too.
Shake? I thought those like went out of business. Like they disappeared up here like 5-6 years ago, I think.
Look, Cookout, I love Cookout, but I don't know if I would say. I don't know. Cookout is like its own niche.
Cookout's good if you want like a fast food burger that's decent.
Like if you want food now, pretty much any time of day, what Cookout is like.
Like I would definitely choose Cookout over like Wendy's and McDonald's.
You were just in Colorado for a week on vacation. They have In-N-Outs there. You live in New Mexico, and we don't have any there.
Those are overrated too.
Ate In-N-Out almost every day. I've heard In-N-Out is very good.
Heard that, but man, one that we had like right across the street here for a while. I don't know. I went there a couple times and it wasn't that great.
You're heading over next time, geez. Yeah, I mean they were good. I think there's still ways I can improve it, but it was pretty darn good. Party at Ryan's house. They have a few in Colorado Springs. Ryan is actually a great cook. I'm learning. I'm trying my best. Cooking separately is necessary when you're gonna reheat food later. Yeah.
Want that sesame chicken recipe I have?
Oh, I think I asked for it. I think you gave it to me.
Oh, did I?
I think so.
That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah, I need to try that. The thing.
Ordered from.
I have a question for the experts that built my computer. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully it's a good one and not it's broken. Please help.
Caught fire and killed my dog. No.
One of our Whataburger here opened and closed within 7 months. Goodness.
Really?
Red Lobster is killing almost all locations. Also, good morning. What's up, Tom? Red Lobster is gonzo. Yeah, I'm not a big seafood person, so it doesn't really resonate with me. But
yeah. I'm a big lobster person. I like shrimp and stuff.
New Mexico loves their Whataburgers. Do love them too. Points out here.
Raising Cane's, people like get crazy over that. It doesn't taste any different than Zaxby's here.
Okay. Man, I'm so sad that Zaxby's got rid of their like chicken Philly cheesesteak thing. Oh god.
You don't get the Mr. Beast box?
Dude, I hate it because it actually looks like kind of like a good deal, but I don't want to order it out of principle just because like it really annoys me getting like everyone saying that I look like Mr. Beast. And also I like I don't want to rock up to Zaxby's being like, ah yes, I ordered the Mr. Beast box. May I have my food, please?
The only reason like Raising Cane's I think is overhyped is because they do very good social media, like TikTok and stuff. So
you know those little square PCs that they sell? They have like 5 or 6 inputs, but they're like a little square 8x8 box. Are we talking about like the Intel Nux? Oh, he's our Aldi Mr. Beast. Don't say that. Don't say that.
That's the thing. The Zaxby's or Raising Cane sauce is the exact same sauce as Zaxby's. I literally had them like back to back, and they're the same.
Raising Cane's is regarded like it's made of gold for some reason. Like it's okay. Zaxby's is goated. Yeah, I do love. You look nothing like Mr. Beast. It's literally just like when my hair and my beard get to a certain point, it's like I'm a white guy with the same hair as Mr. Beast. That's literally it. Steve, thanks so much. Subscribe for 24 months. Goodness. What?
I feel like those e-girls like, thank you, baby.
Think so. I'm considering getting one of those just for my streaming because I'm trying to play games like 7 Days to Die and my PC, which is pretty strong, seems to lag for the viewer. So I turned the settings way down, but I thought maybe a PC like this would solve the problem. Yeah, honestly, that sounds like it could potentially be more like a software issue than a hardware issue. So definitely, like, I would say, yeah, thoroughly investigate that first. Because if you have like a pretty good PC, it should be able to handle gaming and streaming. Wait, actually, hold up. BBC Medic.
Hold on.
Is that the one of the redacted builds that was like really crazy?
Oh, like daughter's head. What those?
No, like I don't think VBC wasn't the toxic, but it was like a really good computer still, I think.
Good.
It was a Ryzen 9 3070 Ti, the ROG. Yeah.
What he said. And we were like talking about CPU usage and stuff. Like, I had like probably a good like 40 tabs open on my browser, and like Discord, all this other stuff. There was like a stream going, and then it was like 4% or something. CPU.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
The company we no longer speak of built it, but you guys basically built it for you. Friends with them. Yeah, yeah. No, I know that Redacted, the computer was built at Redacted, but it was built by like the East Coast, right? Like us.
Man, I hate talking about that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You think it may be streaming software and not your hardware moving on to more important? I would say it's a possibility. Like, you could be right. It could be that like maybe you're starting to see like some aging. But I think it's worth looking into, yeah. Like, you may want to try and like maybe get a fresh version of OBS. Um, you know, of course, that in and of itself is really annoying and a lot of work. But before you even do that, definitely do what Disarray said. Yeah, just check like you're using Prism Studio. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, no matter what you're using, um, definitely like during a stream, open up Task Manager and like take a really good look at like your CPU and memory usage, and look at like the processes and stuff like that. Um, and like see if something's being maxed out. And if nothing's being maxed out, then that's definitely like a good indicator that. I mean, it could be, yeah. Definitely like try and do like try and think about um kind of like maybe some potential tests that you can do and just kind of try some things out. Because you know, at the end of the day, it could be as simple as like um some weird like interaction between two programs that you have. Maybe like you could try not having anything open except for just the streaming software in like a game or something. See what that does, and
These are fun.
yeah, PC's fitness.
Software is even more fun.
Yeah, Tom says I can attest to the randomness of two programs breaking stuff. A clipping software was making everything break on. Yeah, yeah. We built Tom's PC like a month or so ago, and then like a couple days after getting it, like a week after getting it or something, was experiencing issues, and it to be like software. So crazy. PCs are so weird.
So fun.
It streams Call of Duty crystal clear, but when you play other games like voxel games or hunting games or other games from Steam, you have to turn the graphics way down in the game. But Call of Duty isn't like that. That definitely makes me think that it's like a software thing.
Soft.
You know, another thing is don't be afraid to maybe try update your drivers, because that almost sounds like maybe that there's like some driver that Steam is using, or like Call of Duty isn't using or something.
Yeah, Combat Medic. You can see there's 3. I put the 3 premium fans on your cooler. There's 3 on the front, and then there'll be 1 in the back here, obviously. That is get installed today.
Yep.
If you want to see regular fans, here's a regular fan. You're more than welcome to have these too, but we usually just throw them out. Not great.
Yeah. Maybe you should mention the Windows updated to Windows 11. I now hear the grunts. No, I mean I use Windows 11. I think it's fine. I mean that could also be it too. Is like I'm really skeptical about upgrading from one version of Windows to another. Like in my kind of experience, what I like to try and do is if I'm thinking about upgrading from like one Windows to another, I would just back up my files, make sure that there's nothing that I want to use on the computer, and then nuke Windows, and then just install a new version of Windows fresh.
Yeah.
Because
keep like a game hard drive, save all your pictures, and just nuke it.
Yeah. Because I feel like there's always some little things left behind that end up causing you problems.
That's the main reason. Like, if you're having a problem, you don't want that to carry over to your new system.
Or if it's just like there's some sort of like registry item or like
Yeah.
program or
Anything
like
corrupt.
or like something from Windows 10 that isn't really jiving well with Windows 11, that can cause issues. Or like you just said, if something maybe gets corrupted in the process of updating, it causes issues. It's just
The fans move more air, I assume, in the stock in ZXT. Yeah, and they're a lot quieter too.
well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like I would say it's maybe even an unfair comparison because you're comparing like a cheapo stock fan that's included in the price of the case.
Yeah, they just throw them in there.
Versus like a premium fan option of like a
These are very good performance.
sounds like I've got some investigating to do before you spend cash. Definitely, please try and like
An investment.
we're all for like, you know, definitely let's make sure that like if you're going to be spending cash, you actually need to be spending, you know. Let's make sure that if you are spending cash, that it's well spent. This PC you have now have Hawk Tua fans in it, Noctua, whatever. Devs made that joke. They're nice, but Dookie Brown. Yep, that's what we say all the time.
That's literally what I said in the last stream. Judy Brown. And there's a figure. His name is Judy Brown.
Oh yeah. You love how they look personally? Oh yeah, no, they look fantastic.
Wait till they light up. They look even better. One of my favorite fans.
Yeah. I really enjoy it whenever someone orders a Griffyn and gets this like premium fan option, the 7 halos.
Look nice.
You know, I'm real behind on it. I need to get back to it, but I have been continuing to like make sure to take pictures of like whenever we ship out a computer. So the picture for this should be accurate with the 7th fan included.
Boy.
You meant the Dookie fans, but that too. Okay. That's fair. I like how they look, just not the color.
Give them credit. They do have not doo-doo brown color. They have black ones.
Question, RGB, can you custom set the lights up to do like a red, white, then blue theme? Probably, yeah. So like all the fans have like addressable RGB, which means, you know, you can customize them in software. Floor Master seems to have a pretty good software. So we like, you can go look at our if you don't mind.
Well, if you want to do that, like, are you talking about having like these 3 like red and then these 3 white and then the back blue or something, or is it like red, white, blue? Like,
well, you should be able to do either of those theoretically.
well, the way I set it up, like I have to wire it right?
Oh, okay.
Controller. A rolling theme? Oh, there might be something out there like that.
You may have to. So okay. So if you, the reason I posted the links is if you go to our Instagram, we ship every computer kind of with our like theme on it, unless you're like specifically requesting us and do something special. Like, I don't know if we would necessarily be able to do that, because that maybe takes a little more kind of time. But so yes, what we do is for every computer we ship it out with like the RGB all set and all the software loaded onto it. And you're free to like go in there and change it however you want. But to like more directly answer your question, which basically boils down to, can I do like this cool pattern in the Cooler Master software? That I don't know the answer to. However, if it turns out that you can't do that in the Cooler Master software, you can, I think you can set them to like be controlled by the motherboard, right?
I'm gonna do 2 different controllers, I think. Now we only do 1 because there's only 3. Then you piggyback. I'll just do 2 different controllers here. So all 6 of these are individual, and then the rear fan will be plugged into the motherboard.
Okay.
So it'll all be individually addressable.
Okay. But yeah, if the Cooler Master software doesn't have that feature that you want, you could try a third-party RGB software that probably would be able to do that. Not at your home PCs can't look for you. Yeah, it's fine.
You drive home right now and you go look.
That's right, you're on the clock for us. Get on over there.
Start trucking.
That's a joke. But like, my wife has the car path.
Well, start walking.
Ended at the office. Like, okay,
Uber.
not
Here
to,
you go.
here, I'll put it this way. On my computer, I know that I could do that pretty easily. My computer. Okay, actually, I don't think I could do each individual fan.
On my computer, I can do anything.
My computer, I can freaking fly.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, let me correct that. I can't do like each individual fan. I have to like.
That's probably most easily done on like what he's describing.
Yeah. Well, you drop a bunch of. I guess it's technically also sort of true of Corsair, but if I like, I think if I bought a second RGB hub, I could. Or wait, no. I don't know.
I don't know where I am or what I'm talking about. This is a lawnmower, right?
Yes, I definitely need. Yeah, if I was crazy enough to buy a second Razer RGB hub, could do that pretty easily.
My friends Laser, Blazer, and Phaser. No dodgeball.
Well, so what I was thinking, what I originally thought you meant, was I thought you meant like it like breathe, like the breathing pattern of like it kind of like fades in, stays for a second, and then fades out, and then just repeats that. I thought you meant like fades in red, fades out, fades in blue, fades out, fades in white, fades out. I thought that's what you meant. That should be pretty easy to do, I would think.
Say that, but PCs. Fit these here? Sticks out so far.
a rolling thing may get annoying quick too. That's one of the best things about RGB though, is you can just change it whenever you want. So if you get tired of it, you can just change it.
Green, just do green.
Like at some point I need to like get like a video of all the RGB profiles that I've made. Like I made one for Sea of Thieves where I made the LED strip that like goes into the glass. That makes no sense if you don't know exactly what I'm talking about. I have the Razer Edition 011.
Oh, here we go, bragging again.
On the front glass, it has like an LED strip, and it kind of like goes through the glass and then diffuses on the other side of the glass. And I tried to set it to be like water, sandy beach, palm tree, sky, a cloud in the sky. But like a 1D slice of that. Then I think I like made like the waves.
Kind of.
I made like a Skyrim profile, and I used the fire effect to make it look like it was. Having it mirror your screen is cool too. I've never found a way to make it look good for my computer. But I think that also has to do with how I have the fans. More effective with a screen wrap.
What now?
Just for no good reason, I made one called that feeling whenever hit your funny bone or something like that, or like that feeling whenever you hit your knee.
Oh, man.
And it's literally just like static.
Stub your toe and you become a Muppet. You're like, speaker or something.
But it's funny because for some reason, whenever my like living room PC decides that it doesn't like its profile that it's on, it uses that one.
The PC, it'll be fine.
Question: Are there extra M.2 slots not being used for this build that you could add storage to later if you wanted to?
2 extra.
It has 4.
One is technically SATA, so if you add a whole bunch of like, I think it disables 2 of them. It might on this board. I have to double check, but I know the old boards it did.
So did you put OS in the top one and then 1 in the bottom one?
Yeah, so there's 1 on the top, 1 under that, and then 2 on the bottom. The one right under the top one is the SATA. So OS, and then I have 1.
Okay.
So this is free, and then the SATA. Right above this bar. There's no heatsink.
Oh. Weird.
Well, data bus. Data.
Weird. Okay. Uh, 670E doesn't disable M.2s, you think?
Okay, yeah. I know like the newer boards are good about that, but not sure which ones.
So yeah, actually, if you wanted to talk about, because I know we sort of, I brought up in the emails that if you're interested in moving your current drives to this computer once you get it, if you want to discuss kind of strategies for that, we can do that. After I fix freaking autofocus.
Auto fix your stream.
Yeah, if you tell us like what kind of drives you have, we can kind of tell you what you would need to do and where.
You can add a bunch of SATA. You have one, so you can add 3 more, technically. Plus 2 M2s.
You have one old HDD that has all your pics that you might want to move.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like depending how much you have on that, you just want to transfer it to your new 2 terabyte SATA. I don't know how much stuff you have on.
You can move the STD.
It'll take a while, but
I think you mean, assuming you mean, I think you move the SSD stuff over via portable drives. Well, I'm not talking about the data. I mean like the physical drives themselves. Like if you wanted to have even more storage, or I think you were worried about lifetime of drives, or like backing up your data or something.
technically, if you wanted to, you can buy. I have like some Sabrent enclosures for NVMe's. You have 2 USB-Cs on the back. You can plug 2 more M2s into those, and there's one in the front. So I have like 20 terabytes or something. Wanted. A lot of different options.
So I think you, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I remember you saying that you have 3 drives currently. Is that true?
I would just, if that were me, I would just retire the HDD.
That may potentially be a good idea, just because they have long lifetimes, but if you've had the computer for a while, then it's maybe a good, decent way through its lifetime.
Got a whole bunch of brand new storage here. That's up to you though. You can still use it. I mean, I still have an HDD.
Yeah. I mean, they do have their use, and I mean, the main use for an HDD nowadays is for like kind of large, long-term storage.
Yeah, long-term, like not accessing a bunch. Just want to like keep it safe. Backups. Very good at that.
Yes, 3 drives. SSD 500 gigabytes, 2 terabyte HDD, 500 gigabyte SSD. First SSD is OS, HDD is backup for family, and second SSD is for downloaded movies and TV shows. Okay, so
combine those 500s and
I'll go ahead and say now, if you really wanted to, you could add all of those to this computer. that is something you could potentially do. Another thing is so I think for your case, what I would maybe recommend that you do is yeah, so yeah, I guess I was technically going to say the same thing as this, right? What I would recommend is move the HDD over to this new computer. And that'll be really easy because we pre-route data and power cables to the drive bay. One of those will be used for the SATA SSD that we're going to be installing, but there will be one free that you can very easily put the HDD into.
You can always add or buy like more cables. They're pretty cheap.
Like and then Amazon what you could do is we're going to set it up kind of how we set up all our computers, but what you could do is you could get rid of you could try and figure out which one is the SATA SSD. You could kind of undo that.
When I set these up, I'll label them too.
Okay, and you could mirror the HDD onto the SSD so that it would be a mirror copy. And then you could just keep on using the HDD for as long as you want. And then if you start having concerns about maybe the lifetime of either of those drives, or maybe which I think it's not good to, I think, don't people kind of say it's not necessarily great to have, like, when we're talking about like storage and like backing things up and stuff like that, usually it's not good to have like drives made at the same time because, you know, they're somewhat likely to fail at roughly the same time. So I mean, you could.
I've personally never had a drive fail, so.
Yeah, I've never had a drive. Well, no, that's not true. I have had one drive.
I've had like 10-year-old systems too. So.
I've had one drive fail, and and my mom has had a drive fail.
They do happen. But like, how long after you bought it did it fail?
Well, I didn't even buy it.
Well, how old was it?
Well, no, I'm saying like my drive that failed was a 1.5 terabyte HDD that was in the pre-built that I
was an
bought
HDD?
Yeah, it was a pre-built that I bought off Craigslist that was my first computer. So I got this computer in like, I think towards the end of like middle school, and we bought it off Craigslist from a guy who was selling it to like have money because they were having a kid.
So, I mean, like SSDs I haven't had fail yet. I've seen them.
I don't even know how long that guy had the computer, and then it failed like a year or two ago.
They do have hours on them, so.
I mean, it was like maybe like a roughly like almost 10-year-old.
Yeah, that's an HDD.
Yeah, and then my mom's drive, that one was actually like kind of crazy because it was like her OS, I think, that failed. It was like her OS NVMe drive, and it failed after like half a year or like a year. I think that was just like losing the silicon lottery.
You could just build a cheap NAS with 2 HDDs and then just back up everything once in a while. Schedule like an automatic backup if you're super paranoid.
Or you could just get a desktop 10 terabyte drive and stop trying to have so many drives. I mean, yeah, but yeah, you also have to think about like if you're wanting to be like really serious about protecting your data, then you want to think about like what happens if the drive fails. I know people say like 321 have like one copy in the cloud, or like I don't know, but basically like you want to have like multiple copies like in the cloud or something, or like I don't know. The idea is like you want to have some number of like copies in the cloud, some number of copies in like off-site storage, some number kind of like on your computer. You want to have redundancies basically, right? So if there's some kind of freak accident and my computer fries and all the drives in it are fried, and I want to have like a cloud backup. Like one drive fails, I want to have maybe potentially like a mirrored drive that I can use to recover the data. That kind of thing. Yeah, just to kind of like reiterate, just because I was kind of working through it as I was talking, just to kind of like summarize what I was saying. My idea is to add in your current 2 terabyte hard drive, go into Windows, mirror the drives, and again, if you need more detailed instructions on how to do that, be more than happy to provide those. Mirror the 2 terabyte hard drive to the SATA, the 2 terabyte SATA that we're installing, and then you have like a copy, right? And what you could do as well is, I don't know what your plans for your old computer are, if you're trying to sell it or what, but then you could potentially try and sell your computer with 2 500 gigabyte drives in it, which is not bad.
A lot of people that only need 500 gigabytes.
Or, like I said, it should theoretically be possible for you to put those drives in here pretty. I think the only thing is, like, I'm only seeing 2 SATAs. Is it 4?
What?
Like the SATA data connector.
Well, yeah, they only have 2 wires, but there's 4.
Yeah.
I'm saying you can buy some cheap ones on Amazon.
Yeah, I didn't, like, from here it looks like just 2, but I know it's probably 4-ish. But yeah, that's another thing, is you could technically just move all the drives over, but
There's
giving your son the PC, so technically you still have the drive on
Yeah,
hand.
it's a good-
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
good computer for a child.
family member,
There's
loved one.
2 SATAs here, and then 2 on the bottom.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll say this now because we've kind of had some like roadblocks with this recently. I know it's pretty annoying, but please, please, please keep all boxes, including the shipping box, especially the shipping box. We understand that that's the most annoying one to keep, but what you can do is once you get your PC, unbox it, get it set up, have your fun, enjoy getting the new PC. But once it's time to get everything put away, what we recommend you do is like if you it's hard to see because it's off screen, but yeah, if you pay attention, you can see. So yeah, there's your box. If you'll notice, what Pat does while he's building is, or at least maybe whenever he cleans up, is he'll put the part boxes into the case box, and you can work it with the foams and stuff to kind of make sure that like everything fits in there. And then the shipping box, you can cut the tape, fold the shipping box flat, and then you could further fold it kind of in half. Obviously be careful not to like put too much stress on the seam or whatever. But then you could potentially, I'm not sure if there'll be enough space, but you could either like lay that flat somewhere and then put the case box on top, or you could try and attempt to put it in the case box with all the other boxes and stuff. But in the event that, hopefully, fingers crossed, you never have to take advantage of your warranty. Computer works fine and but computers are really finicky. If something does happen and your warranty, having that shipping box is a game changer
for you and us.
For you and us, absolutely, yeah. So, please, keep the foam inserts that we're gonna put inside the computer to keep the GPU safe. Please keep the foams, even though they'll probably freaking break. Please keep the foams. It makes shipping the computer back a lot safer. AIOs require no maintenance either, right? Just open the PC every few months and blow it out with air. Yep. That is absolutely correct, yes. Yeah, we need to work on updating our language and stuff to make it clear how important it is that you keep that shipping box. Because there's like, I don't know, maybe we need to like do some investigating again, but
wouldn't think about it, but sourcing the right size box for them is tough.
It's not even the right size, it's like double
wall, yeah.
That's the biggest issue, is that single wall is only rated up to a certain.
Can't really just go to like Office Depot and grab one.
Yeah, so it's like a struggle to find a single wall like right size box, but it's possible to get like one single one for a reasonable price shipped to you. But that's for single wall. Once you start talking about double wall, it's like, okay, I need to buy a pack of 5 and it costs $200.
Yeah.
There's no way that we can ask a customer to buy 5 boxes where they're only going to need one, and there's probably no way that they can use 4 of them. It's also going to cost them $200.
Yep.
It just makes absolutely no sense.
I found the right size box. Oh, I had to buy 20 of them?
Oh, see, playa is in the house with the puns.
Oh boy.
I know a bunch of good jokes about umbrellas, but they usually go over people's heads.
Heyo.
Hello, hope you're doing well. I think we talked about this before, but like, imagine Cplaya just has puns. They just like pop into stream and then they open.
Picture like a Rolodex. Thumbs through it. It's like, oh, there's one. Put 2 controllers in here, but it works.
Look, it's tight.
A little bit, a little Jenga going on here, or Tetris. It works. Then both USB slots will be used. It works. Another SATA plug.
Yeah.
At least it's not Molex, am I right?
They want to include all of them then. They just want to put them on their own.
All of them. Include all of you. Lots of wires. Wants a wire. Excuse, did you buy wires or a PC?
Lawnmower.
A lawnmower with wires? Oop. Going. Griffyn should be an easy install. Oh. You go to Kentucky? Bama? Oh. He was like high pitched, dude. Like, oh.
It's weird that that is what like ruined.
Yeah. On history, on. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why that.
And anything. This real life. These guys. Wires on wires on wires. Ripped all the copper from this PC. It might pay off the PC. CPU. Don't worry, all your wires are covered under warranty. That guy's a smart ass.
I think.
I think, dude.
It feels like there's some kind of game news. I feel like something has to have happened in a couple weeks. I'm just blanking. Actually, I do know that Liam Lee put out a video. What?
Up one. This is interesting.
I thought they announced something new though.
It was the intake.
Oh yeah, It looked like they were announcing something new, but I don't think it was actually new. Hydro Shift LCD AIO.
Oh, cool name.
I feel like this is something that they kind of talked about in one of their like, here's what we're working on videos. But yeah.
Wire glove. Like what I did to you. Ooh, speed. Three USBs? Alright, well you got an extra USB. I mean, onboard header. That's rare. Rare sight. Job tough.
Still alive over here. I just have no idea. I'm just no thoughts, head empty. I need to clean my water bottle. Just notice I have like splatter on it.
Splatter? That's not good.
Like pasta sauce splatter.
Oh. Hate tags, they're so ugly. Warranty void if removed. That's not a fair place to put them. Delicious. These power wires. These stupid white tags because I hate them. New quiet place last.
Oh,
definitely wasn't as good as the first two, but good like seeing happen day one.
wait. We're talking like The
Yeah.
I thought I've heard that they were making like a second movie or something. I didn't know.
Well, they have two.
Yeah,
The third one just came out.
I didn't know that the second one even came out.
The second one was pretty good. I had Cillian Murphy.
Hmm.
He was in there.
Huh. It's been a while since I've seen the first one.
Cillian Murphy was like John Krasinski's.
Okay.
So she goes and stays with him. Anyway, the third one was it's day one, so it's like stuff was normal and then it happened.
Okay.
There's a lot of jump scares.
I mean, that sounds kind of interesting to me.
They're not bad movies. They're alright. First one was definitely good. Second one's good. Third one's good, but I think the first two are definitely better.
I'm really curious what the heck is happening with John Wick.
John Wick?
Yeah, because apparently there's like talks about like another John Wick movie, but if you're up to date on the Wick franchise, you'll know that that's interesting. I know that actually I don't know if it came out yet or not, but I know that there's like the spin-off. I think it's called Ballerina, where it shows like I think it's. I'm gonna look it up so I don't.
About didn't they have like the Continental or whatever?
I don't know actually.
I'm pretty sure there's one called the Continental. About the hotel. Like the origin of the hotel and stuff. Never heard anything about it. I don't know if it's good or not.
Okay, yeah, 2023 season Continental from the world of John.
Follows like the manager and stuff. That guy was kind of cool.
Yeah, 2025 supposed to actually funny. June 6th, 2025, almost a little less than a year from now. Ballerina, John Wick's story. I think it's supposed to focus on like.
There's a lot of wires in this. That extra controller sure added some stuff.
Is it more than Corsair though?
No, it's definitely not like a 011 10 fan. It's got the double USBs though. Actually, I guess the stock configuration Wyvern we have would be pump head and then the two. Ford can handle 3 though. Rare.
Yeah, apparently Ballerina is supposed to take place between Chapter 3 and Chapter 4.
They're chapters. Did you mean?
Yeah, because it's John Wick, and then I think it's John Wick Chapter 2.
They have a book? Is it a series?
No.
No books. I enjoyed the movies. They're amazing. But...
Although there is like a comic that I really wanted to read.
What about that new with Keanu Reeves? Like, it's not out yet, but...
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, it's literally just called John Wick Chapter 2. I thought it also had like a title, but it doesn't. Kind of funny because I think it's literally John Wick, John Wick, John Wick Chapter 2, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, and then is it literally just John Wick Chapter 4? Yeah.
Oh, I saw some. I don't know if I was tired last night or what. I saw something on the H7 Flow. They have like refreshes on their website.
Ooh.
I think the H7 Flow refresh is. Let's see if it's true first. I might have been dreaming.
Wondering if I can.
Go to the website.
Yeah. Curious if.
We're gonna call it a refresh. Yeah, it is true. Look at it.
Oh. You would think that there'd be like a article about it or something.
I'm sure there is. It's just not in our feed. But yeah, look at that. That's crazy.
I
How can I have even more wires?
don't super.
Want 3 more fans on the bottom?
I don't love the leg design.
A lot of wires.
The extra fans is like, whatever. It looks like it's like on its tippy toes. Need to see these. I was gonna say it and then I realized what I was about to say and then I stopped. Yeah, that's so weird. Okay. Okay.
Just like?
So yeah. Here, I'll go to the big one for just a second. Yeah, it's like I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know if this is the best decision they could have made, but it's also not as it could have been, I guess. Like, I almost would have preferred if they poke some holes in this or something, maybe? Because, like, yes, the fans can get air from here, but is it not, like, affected that much having it just solid and closed?
Hey.
Bit odd. Bit odd.
Wires. Close. Power supply. Be cool if the fan was delivered like while we're building. You know. Too much to ask. Throw it in too. Solid PC. Get a power here.
The real question is if they're updating the H7 flow, we can get better foam.
The answer is no.
I feel like this has to be larger though. The H7 flow, this has if this updated version, this has to be larger.
Probably. Boy, do I love this. Thanks. That's a little champion.
It also it makes me kind of curious. I wonder if they're also updating the regular H7. Oh, okay. Not yet, at the very least.
Soon.
Because they do have H7 2022 now.
Oh no.
H7 2022 and H7 Flow 2022.
Everyone's doing their refreshes. We're not allowed to do one though.
Oh, okay. For some reason, they're including their freaking pre-builds in the H7 cases. I guess that sort of makes. Interesting.
This. Fire job if I ever see. Add your extra SATA power in here. Move over some of your drives, it'll be easy. So you got one extra SATA data, so if you want more than that, you're gonna have to grab some. They're cheap though. Board only comes with 2.
So,
but they're pre-wired.
Basically, John Wick 5 is like probably gonna be one, but it's just still in the planning stages.
What? He die?
Yeah.
How are they gonna do that?
That's good. Yeah, we don't know.
He's immortal.
I mean, I kind of had a hard time believing that they killed him off. I mean, it
was a good ending. The last one I saw.
Yeah, it was a good ending, but
should have stopped there. Good trilogy.
No, 4 movies.
There's 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Quadrology.
Quadrology.
The hip hop anonymous.
Hippopotamus?
Yeah. Damn you. You give him the easy ones. Oh, Rob Schneider. Go this way? Go. Lacking brain power today. You're home. Power supply, check.
Have cutting blades, wheels, engine.
Low volt high power. Extra data power. Time.
Poo. Oh, which speaking of, I know you were a bit worried about the GPU that you chose, but again, 4070 Super is pretty.
Hey, what's wrong with this?
Pretty good. It just because it's not like way too big doesn't mean that it's a bad GPU by any means. I feel like some people are like, but GPU not bigger than my head, it not good.
You're not covered in Cheeto dust.
I would guess that maybe, just a few years down the line, maybe consider upgrading, but you probably won't do depending on, because like,
it's an Asus OC, so
you've talked about playing Civ. If you're mostly going to be playing Civ, the game is already released, and it's not going to be more intense as time goes on, right?
Years of optimizations.
I know a new Civ is going to be coming out, but this should be able to handle it. Watch too many videos. One content creator that you found because he reviewed a PC, you sent him. I don't want to name drop if you don't like that, and it made me rethink everything. Yeah, like we've had a few people.
Oh, was
like,
it? I wonder.
Like, we've had a few people like review. Like, it is actually incredibly scary because actually the first computer that we ever built as this company
was a review.
Was a reviewer. We did not really. It was kind of funny because Steve from Gamers Nexus was like, I really don't want to review like a PC of this like brand new company because have the power to like make or break before they've even really gotten started, and then boom, our first apparently had a discount code with you, so it wasn't a bad experience. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not who I'm thinking then, because
I mean, they have to like nitpick, right? Their job.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I kind of forgot about that.
So there was some underlying things that happened with that though. Last minute decisions for that.
Pretty much whenever we get outside of our usual standard procedure is kind of when we tend to slip up a little bit.
We have a set thing we follow, and if we don't follow that, then obviously
Yeah.
you get some stuff.
But like the second review that we had was maybe not the best fit because their whole channel revolved around not what we do.
Oh, like cheap PCs.
It's like kind of the whole our philosophy is if you're buying a computer, we want to just provide you with the most updated, best experience that we can give you. And if you're just wanting like a $500 computer, that's not what we do. Yeah, be careful about like reviewers and stuff because sometimes you get people, you know, I'm not saying this about like maybe any videos that you watched, but in general I'm talking about like if you're like looking on Reddit or you know some people on YouTube, sometimes people don't know as much as maybe they think that. Sometimes people have like these really specific opinions that in the grand scheme of things don't matter.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, that was definitely our fault. Like, we rushed to get it to him and wasn't following our guidelines and stuff, so.
But like what I mean by that is like I personally like to have an OS drive, a small OS drive, and then larger like other drives for like things.
That stuff's all opinion. Like the MATX stuff and like a full size case like this. I mean, that's definitely opinion. It might be the majority, but it's still, I don't know.
And like in my personal opinion, I tend to like skew towards like Intel and like Nvidia, even though they get pricey because in my personal experience, again, I've had some bad run-ins with like AMD GPUs, but like that kind of stuff, like I don't think you should take my bad experience with AMD GPUs and not consider ever getting an AMD GPU. So it's,
Well, thank you for trusting us after that one too, because wasn't the greatest. I mean, it was definitely a fair review because we did mess up that one. But again, that's what happens when you don't follow your own steps. Looks like a piece. Look at all those wires.
Goodness.
Tucked in there.
But yeah, no, don't try it or obviously you're gonna feel how you feel, but I would say I think you've made some great choices.
This PC should live up to what you're trying to do.
You should have a good time. Try your best not to fall into the trap of like maybe I should have done this, maybe I should have done this. You picked out a really solid PC. Then you see people recommending the website that sells PCs at Best Buy. I'm like, hell no, I'm not buying a Best Buy PC. If they think you're doing that. Yeah, it's just crazy how like bad some of the stuff can be if you like get from like Walmart or whatever. Not that they're all bad, but like we've heard some horror stories.
There's also some companies where they stream the live builds if you like ask them to, but if you don't, like, you shouldn't have to recommend to get yours built on stream. know that it's good, which is kind of messed up because if you don't get it on built, if you don't get it built on stream, like they do a bad job, it's kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's fishy to me. We built all of ours on, obviously, but matter. You shouldn't have to check that box to know you're getting a good.
Yeah. Anytime you go to Best Buy, you leave more confused than when you walked in. Oh no. I've heard nothing but great things about us. Proud to have a Phoenix PC built PC. Thank you so much, seriously. Yeah, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to us.
Green and white, yay.
Could not continue operating without the support of like people like you, people watching, following, subscribing, all that good stuff. Blah blah blah. We should probably, you know, do the influencer thing and kind of push that stuff more. But at the end of the day, seriously, we do very much so appreciate it.
Plug our merch. Don't forget. Got a sick coffee mug.
I wonder if that person ever ordered a mug.
And you can buy this desk mat, actually. This desk mat is nice. I would get it if I didn't already have one, but then you got this little tiny mouse pad. Not tiny, but normal size for like 2,000. It's out there.
You're on one of those websites last night just looking around and you could request to build live, but then it had to pay $200 for it. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
It's not even that. It's just like when you recommend someone, you shouldn't have to recommend. You shouldn't have to tell them to get it built live to get a good piece. I don't know. That's just kind of weird to me. My opinion.
Like our process, the way that we do things, there's no difference between it being built live or it not being built live. So obviously it's better to just build it live. Plus, you know, that is even beyond that. Like we want to have like transparency and stuff like that. We want to show people like, hey, we built it without that fan, right? Like that is something that you can see, and if
will get added.
Like we're gonna definitely make sure that this does not happen, right? But hypothetically, like what if you did, you know, receive the PC without that fan? You can say like, here, like look, you literally say that you're gonna install it and you didn't. You can call us out on it. Anyways, enough blabbing.
Damn wires.
I am. Or wait, no. I gotta reload Twitch to make sure that I get rid of the demons. The clip demons. Okay. Ready whenever you are.
What is this?
Oh, I didn't print out the labels.
1325, right?
Yeah, 1325.
Okay. Alright. This is 1325 for U.S. Army Combat Medic. 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Lights. 360 up there with your MF 120 halos. Look at those fans, oh boy. Front 3. Good. All your cables, lots of them. Tons of them. There's your SATA drive here. And then everything else is pre-wired in here, just kind of sitting. There's the data and extra power in this drive bay. You have an extra SATA here. You can put some HDDs here. I believe 2.5 too. Comes with trays. Actually, you can put SATAs here if you wanted. They have brackets. They kind of just clip in, but they'll come with all that.
Like I said earlier, the Griffins with the 7 fans look really good.
Yeah, I wish we could show you that rear fan because it does pop, but we'll get that in there today. Don't those fans look good though? Yeah, thank you for trusting us and letting us build your PC.
Okay.
Definitely a nice one. Yeah, no problem. That's why we like the customers to be here, actually. Like, they can call us out on stuff, like, hey, what's wrong with that? Like,
yeah. Which, like, it has happened before where, like, I can't think of a specific instance, but I'm pretty sure it's happened before where it's like, people have asked, like, hey, why is, like, that way? And it's like, you're right.
or it just looks like that.
Or I invent a new CPU and the spec list is wrong, and people are like, why does it say i9 12700? Because I invented a new CPU, okay? Get off my...
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Do it all the time.
There's the clip for you. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tag you, but here in chat so you can see it clear as day.
Green and white boot lights, yay.
The spec list, however, that being wrong is just tradition. Thanks.
Yeah, so when I set your drives up, I'll name them. So like when you open the file explorer, it'll have the name of the drive. It'll be like OS drive, and then second NVMe, and then I'll do SATA or something.
That'll be good because
new SATA 2.5. New SATA. I'll do that.
If you're interested in me sending you instructions on how to do that thing that I suggested earlier with the 2 terabyte hard drive, mirroring the drives, I think that might process a lot easier. So, okay. So, that is all we got to build today.
Tell your friends, we'll have more.
And sure on the instructions for the mirroring? Okay, gotcha. How about this? Please shoot us an email. You can just reply to that email chain. Shoot us an email whenever you get the computer. And then I'll send the instructions on over then. That'll just make things a bit more timely. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I love those fans though.
I feel like I'm forgetting something, but don't think that I am.
We actually prefer like this personalized experience too. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's
a connection. Like,
it's great getting to chat with customers and kind of learn about like what the computer's going to be used for and stuff like that. And it's also like, like you said, like, thanks for answering questions. Like, we want you to ask as many questions as you have, and we want to answer them because we believe that like an informed customer is a happy customer, and we want our customers to be happy. So,
oh, don't forget this glass. You'll have to take it off because we'll have packing inside anyway. But take it off. There is plastic on the inside. Sure to peel that off too.
yes.
Inside and outside.
Okay.
And it's super easy to get off. You just like pry here with your thumb. Pops out this way and then pick it up. Easy case. Yeah. And then like when you clean your PC, obviously back has a little thumb thing here too, but you can just pull this cover off and it has a dust cover. It just kind of like comes off. That's for the cooler. Pretty much it. Like the front has its own mesh. Blow everything out. months or something.
Okay. So yes, we are going to be kind of like somewhat closed, not operating, kind of for like the holiday. But we will be back next week, next Monday.
July the 8th, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, because 7 days. Yeah.
Do 1326 then.
We're gonna be building another PC. So everyone, please have a safe and fun holiday.
You know someone trying to get a PC? You mentioned our sale too.
Yeah.
It went live today.
Not to mention, you can check out some of our partners, right? Yeah. But yeah, okay. So that being said, I am going to start the raid. We're raiding Lorky. Lorky is doing some fishing. Loves fishing. Yeah. Let's go say hi to Lorky. Show some love. And well done today. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, standing ovation.
Ah. Okie dokie.
Nothing
I'll
blew
stop
up
yapping.
yet.
And we will see you guys next week. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Happy July 4th. See ya.